So I'll tell you, I was having some headaches and some problems sleeping. So I decided to go to the doctor just to check it out and make sure everything was, copacetic. So I went to my doctor is Cheryl Jean's pappy's doctor 350 years ago. I guarantee it. And so I go in there and he does this and that and this and that and takes my blood pressure. And he said, well, JJ, you have stage 2 hypertension. I'm like, by God, what? He goes, yeah, well, I'm going to have to get you on some blood pressure medicine and you're going to have to chill out a little bit. I said, I'll make you a deal. If you take the 2 nephews, I can bypass the by God pills. I guarantee it. So I said, Dr. Trucker, can you call Cheryl Jane and give her the prognosis so she doesn't think I'm bullshitting and trying to get out of some stuff? And he's like, I can do that. So I leave the doctor's office and head to the pharmacy to get these prescriptions filled, and about 40-minute drive. I get home and I walk in the house and Cheryl Jean says, oh, how you feeling? I'm like, okay. She said, I got your dinner ready. It's on the table. And I'm thinking, by God, I haven't had dinner on the table in 16 years. I guarantee it. So I go and I'm sitting down there eating, and these 2 boys, one of them comes and goes, I washed the Jeep. I'm thinking, by God. The other one goes, I'll take care of those water birds tomorrow. I'm like, I start checking my pulse to make sure I'm alive. I guarantee it. So I get done eating and I start to get up and take my plate to the kitchen area. And Cheryl Jean's like, oh, no, I got it. Sit down and relax. I'm thinking, by God. So we go to bed and I wake up the next morning and Cheryl Jean is not in the bed. I guarantee it, and that's never happened. So I walk out, because I normally start the coffee about 4 a.m. and I walk out there and she goes, 2 eggs over easy with a bacon crisp ready for you. I'm like, oh God, what is going on? And then I noticed that one boy is dusting the living room with a feather duster. By God. And the other one's washing dishes at 4:20 a.m. I'm thinking, oh God, I have died and went to heaven. So I finished breakfast and I'm like, I gotta go up to the barn and get the day started. And Cheryl Jean's like, oh no, I've already talked to him and they got it covered. You sit back and relax. I'm like, my God, this can't be true. So I had to work about 9 and I'm like, I gotta call the doctor, and see what the hell is going on. So I call him, I said, Doctor, what did you tell Cheryl Jean? He said, well, I told her that you are at great risk of a heart attack or a stroke. I'm like, by God, don't you die on me, Doc. I guarantee it. So I get home and the next day, and I'll tell you, Cheryl Jean is like, well, we're invited to Alyssa Jean's for a cookout next Saturday. And I'm like, I don't know, Cheryl Jean. She goes, what? You feel okay? I'm like, yeah, I feel fine. She goes, well, then you're going. Oh, my God. I should have said no, I feel like shit. So Saturday rolls around, I get up at my normal 4 o'clock time, and I'm thinking I'm going to get my ass up to that barn with the farm hands, I guarantee you. So we're up there diddling around, and I'm hoping and thinking, well, she'll forget about me and just go. Oh, by God. 11:45, here comes Cheryl Jean. Are you ready to go? And I'm like, go where? And she's like, don't play stupid. And by God, him decided to chime in. He ain't playing stupid, Cheryl Jean. I said, shut up, him. So Cheryl Jean takes me by the wrist with her hand like taking a kid to the dentist. I guarantee it. And we're off to the cookout. So we get over there, and I'll tell you, I don't know how many Jeans and Terrys and Mary. By God, I have lost count, I guarantee you. So when we get out of the car, I told the boy, I said, no weed. By God. So everybody's kind of mingling, hi, I love you, I miss you, I ain't seen you in 10,000 years, and all that crap going on. And this guy walks up to me. I've never seen him in my life. And he says to me, hello, I am San Pablo Enrique Escobar, Esquire. And I said, ooh, ain't that a pretty name, by God? And he says, thank you. I'm like, pretty stupid and pretty apt to stay that way. And Cheryl Jean's like, JJ. I'm like, what, by God? So everybody keeps mingling, and, I don't do the mingle thing. So me and Cheryl Jean are standing over by Alyssa Jean's garden. And man, by God, don't ask me what she grows in there. I guarantee it. I told the boys, you stay away from your Aunt Alyssa Jean's garden. Ugh. And I said, Cheryl Jean, that San Pablo Escobar Enrique Pablo San whatever the hell, he's special. And Cheryl Jean's like, oh, yes, he is. I'm like, Cheryl Jean, that was a good meaning. I said, he's special ed. JJ, I'll have you to know, he graduated the top of his class. And I said, what class? And Cheryl Jean says, high school. I said, high school? By God, Cheryl Jean, he's 35 years old. Well, I'm like, what high school did he go to? The high school of 2 decades? By God, I guarantee it.